Dạ vâng, mình mới đưa bác Cường về nhà, mình mới quay trở lại phải charge cái phone. Mình quên mấy cái phone kia ở nhà, thành ra chỉ có mang theo cái phone cùi bắp để làm livestream. Thành ra hy vọng là nó sẽ không có hết pin dưới chừng. Thì bây giờ là Amy vẫn còn tiếp tục tranh luận với Charlie để mà muốn treo cờ đúng cái dịp Tết và treo 10 ngày. Thì bà Kim Ly Hồ bà có đề nghị là 7 ngày, rồi bây giờ Charlie nói là chỉ có cho 3 ngày thôi.
We don't go for the 4 days of update. So I will have to make a substitute motion for this as 3 day before and 3 day after. Is there a second to that? Was that a substitute motion? Oh, we have a second for the motion, original motion already, so I now have to make that substitute motion.
No, I made a substitute motion after yours for 7 days instead of just, and she was my second.
Yes, you make a motion for 7 days, she seconded, and now I make a substitute motion. No. You don't have to vote until the substitute motion is done, and the substitute motion will go for.
But you already have your substitute motion earlier with them planned, then I substitute motion over yours. It is 7 days.
Là cái này nó thuộc về technicality, tức là về cái vấn đề quy tắc thôi. Tức là Charlie muốn đưa ra một cái đề nghị mới.
For the full 10 days. You amended your motion to say instead of 10, you wanted to reduce it.
City attorney, no, that's actually.
If I could provide clarification. There was comments made between all council members regarding the item, but no specific motion was made until Councilwoman Van West and Vice Mayor Ho made a motion to approve it for 7 days total. Then we have a substitute motion made by Mayor. We do not have a second at this time, and that is to have it for a 6-day total.
May I ask, didn't Vice Mayor agree with
I believe it's very clear right now what we need to ask. I need to ask for the second. Okay, say second, substitute motion. Second. Okay, we have the substitute motion for.
Tức là Charlie cứ muốn đòi đưa ra một cái đề nghị mới và có người bảo trợ thì sẽ biểu quyết.
Yes.
For the substitute motion.
Họ sẽ biểu quyết cái đề nghị của Charlie. Tức là treo cờ 3 ngày trước Tết và 3 ngày sau Tết.
6 days total. It would be 3 days prior to Lunar New Year, and one for a total of 6 days. I'll go ahead and call roll. Councilman Van West.
You know what, this is the community, and I'd rather have it than not, so I would say yes.
Councilmember Monzo.
Yes.
Vậy là coi như Amy chấp nhận phải đồng ý bỏ phiếu thuận với cái đề nghị của Charlie. Có nghĩa là cái đề nghị này sẽ là dưới tên của Charlie chứ không phải tên của Amy.
Item is done. We are done. What time is it? 8:15. I know that Vice Mayor Ho needs to leave early so she can pick up her son at the airport. Sorry to disclose it. So this time here for the
Cái cách nói chuyện của Charlie với nghị viên Kimberly Hồ thì có vẻ bắt đầu cozy, có vẻ thân thiện với nhau. Rồi bây giờ bắt đầu cái phần phát biểu của cư dân, không cần nói theo nghị trình, thành ra mình sẽ là mình phát biểu.
Unless otherwise extended by a majority vote of the City Council, comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Any person wishing to address the City Council in person should complete a yellow speaker slip that is provided at the entrance to the Council chambers and submit the card to the City Clerk. When your name is called, please step to the podium at that time and state your name and city of residence for the record. Our first speaker is Terry Raines.
Hello, do you all remember your oath of office? You know, to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state. How about your naturalization oath of allegiance to the United States? You know, I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince or state or sovereignty of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject of or citizen. 3 of you are doing a piss poor job at honoring these oaths. Please refer to all the handouts that I provided tonight. I can't address all of the violations of law and policy that took place at the last council meeting in just 3 minutes. Mayor Nguyen, City Attorney Bettenhausen, and Police Chief Lanier. How the hell could you sit there and allow Councilmember Nguyen to direct ACM Ozeta to play a 5-minute evidentiary video during oral comments, or during council comments? Seriously, if you don't get a handle on the law, these council members and these meetings now, you and the city will be sued in a big way. Nam Quan, you must follow proper protocol to file a complaint with the police department, just like anyone else. No special treatment. You can't use public resources to present your private legal case. Nor should the city attorney have reviewed your personal lawsuit that you were served with here in chambers. You are not judge, jury, and executioner. Ever hear of due process established by the 14th Amendment? The video was not city business. It was you abusing your power as an elected official in an attempt to intimidate our police department into giving you special treatment, just like your pal Amy does. If you file a complaint, it may be thrown out of court now, and the city will get in trouble for allowing you to hold a one-sided trial from the dais. Hey, I have videos of you inciting and engaging in violence at protest, Nam Quan. Let's play those. It takes a thug to know a thug, and you're the biggest thug of them all. Hey, Mayor Nguyen, you violated law and policy with your 2 off-topic rants against me at the last meeting. You're no better than Spam West, who you allowed to do the same thing constantly. Did you see my name on the ballot? No. I merely qualified as a write-in candidate at the last minute because voters were writing my name in and asked me to. If I ever seriously ran against you, Charlie, trust me, you would know it. Your straw man arguments make you look bad, not me. The WCF fundraiser was a huge success. Congratulations to all of them. But Charlie, you refused to apologize about your angry tirade against WCF board members, appointing your brother-in-law as board president without disclosing your relationship, flip-flopping on event and parade sponsors speaking on stage, and ordering board members to not speak to the MCs, entertainers, and restaurant staff. The board never formally voted to appoint you as the event coordinator. Face it, Charlie, you can't stand fact-based criticism. So if you can't stand the heat, step the hell down because you don't have what it takes to be mayor. I'm just going to sit here for 10 seconds, 9, 8. I hope you listened tonight. I didn't say any curse words, Charlie. Just a couple of minor ones. Hope you're happy.
Thank you. You know, I would love to see that woman put this much effort into doing something for District 1 or even the city as a whole instead of spending this much time on a flag that doesn't go to any country. Speaking of flags, thank you, Mayor, for, yeah, I had to turn it the right way, by the way. You had it backwards. Thank you, Mayor, for setting up the flags on each end of the dais like they're supposed to be. Also, that American flag that's out on the big flagpole, you're not supposed to fly the flag at night without an illumination on the flag. I don't care about the city or state flags, but the other ones are a country flag, isn't it? Also, Terry said most of what I was going to say to you, Nam Quan, and also you. That tape had no business in city council chambers. It had nothing to do with the city. It was character assassination. I don't even know that guy. But don't be surprised if he smartens up, sues you personally, and sues the city as a whole. That was uncalled for, and it was so grossly unprofessional that that was disgusting. Yeah, 10 days. Thank you, Mayor, for cutting that down. Apparently it took her a while to figure out that 3 days before and 3 days after actually is 7 days. I don't know, we were sitting up there looking, going, oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we did the festival. That didn't obviously sink in. So maybe we could get Public Works get some lighting on the American flag out there, so as people drive down Westminster Boulevard. And when you talk about people coming here for this festival, if they're so worried about seeing the former South Vietnamese flag, all they gotta do is drive down Bolsa, anywhere around Little Saigon. Those flags are all over the places. They're at the businesses, they're on the streets. Got no problem with that. That's their business area. More power to them. So when people come into this city, all they gotta do is go down to that area. They'll enjoy the food, they'll enjoy the entertainment, they'll enjoy seeing the flag of the former South Vietnam. Anyway, you guys better hope he doesn't sue you, because it's gonna be embarrassing and it's gonna be all over the media. And then people are gonna look at this city and go, what the hell is wrong with them? Thank you.
Mayor, yes, can you make sure the staff looks into that? We shouldn't be, you guys should have a light on it, so hopefully we get that addressed soon.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council Member. We do have the light to those flagpoles, but I'm gonna double check, make sure that they're functioning, but we do have the light.
All right, yeah, make sure, thank you.
Thank you.
It's out, Jay.
Yeah. All right, thank you for bringing it up. We'll check, stop and check. Next speaker, please.
Our next speaker is Kai Dow.
Good evening again. Well, talk about not honoring the yellow flag that we just left. I have nothing against it. Well, I hope you come back. But just want everyone to know, Nam Quang here is famously infamous now with the whole Vietnamese community all around the world. In Vietnam, Australia, Europe, Japan, wherever you talk to them, people will know and angry that Nam Quang is the one who insulted the whole community, the South Vietnamese army, the former South Vietnamese army, and insulted, degraded the yellow flag. And that's the truth. The reason is that that's the truth because he denied that he's the one that uploaded the clip that denounced, that insulted the whole community, that get everyone on their nerves. That's why you guys saw the protest. And Chief and the police department, the officers, I know you guys probably feel bad that we keep attacking Nam Quang. And I know you guys probably think highly of him. I don't doubt it. It doesn't surprise me. Because he's a liar. He's a pathological liar. It took me 2 years, to prove to our community that he's a liar. And now, if you ask the Vietnamese people in this town 2 years ago, most of them would support him. But if you ask them now, I doubt it if he got any support at all. Even some of his strong supporters just denounced him just a while ago. So, off topic, Charlie. Van Tran is going to be humiliated after this election. Hey, this is open topic, right?
I understand it's open topic, but you can talk to somebody who is not here. So please limit.
This concerns you. I hope.
Elections that don't pertain to the city are not.
Right, sir, but I'm just saying that I hope they will learn the lesson after Van Tran got humiliated. Because that's going to show you this is the end of lying, the end of scheming, colluding, corruption, and cronyism. It's the end of you guys, the end of gang, the mafia gang of Vietnamese politicians in Westminster and in Orange County. So I hope you would ask him to resign to save yourself, Charlie. That's my sincere suggestion for you if you learn anything at all. Ask him to resign and behave yourself too.
Our next speaker one, Wayne? Don't see any chambers, so we're gonna go to Devorah Mariscal.
Before I start the timer, could all of you please back off your mics? Mayor, especially you, when you get this close, it's very difficult to hear you. So, wife of a musician, so please. So one of my favorite episodes of South Park is one that they did, the Worldwide Privacy Tour. And if you haven't seen it, it's really funny, you should do that. I wasn't gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it now. City of Westminster Council meetings could provide some great content for South Park. Oh my God, would just be absolutely hysterical. So moving on to more serious matters, Devorah Mariscal, Westminster. This really saddens me to say this, but it seems like our city has a potentially terminal illness. Symptoms, loss of businesses, the mall, some of the businesses over on Golden West and Westminster. We've got a lot of empty lots, boarded up buildings, etc. I do appreciate that there's finally going to be some trying to look into how we can get businesses in. I know that our city manager's been working on that, but it does take time. We've got a really poor reputation of the city as a whole. And it's not just in the Caucasian community, it's in the Vietnamese community as well that is outside of Westminster. I do have quite a few Vietnamese friends who do not live here. And one big symptom, which is really sad to me, is the apathy of residents. Lots of talk on social media about what happens in our meetings and what you're doing as the council, but people don't come because they feel like whatever they have to say, you're not going to pay any attention, you're not going to do anything about it, so they don't come. The perception of the council is that some of you are only concerned with the things that impact you in a positive manner. That's not great. And we waste a lot of time, as other people have said, on flags, on proclamations, on things that don't do anything to keep the lights on in Westminster. We need to really put a stop to that, especially for one that is not even in the city of Westminster, that was in Riverside. What does that have to do anyway? We need to keep the city running, the lights on, and not declare bankruptcy. I hate to even have to say this, but please be respectful when somebody gets up here to speak. We bring our time and our effort to come and speak and bring our concerns. It's very rude for you to leave the dais. I understand that you need to use the restroom, but it's perceived as very rude when you do that and when you're not listening to those that bring their concerns forth. We're already starting to a very slow and painful death, and it's not just with you guys, it's been going on for a while, but I don't want to see this city look like it's been manslaughtered or murdered because we haven't done enough.
Our next speaker is Tammy Hamill.
Tammy Hamill, I'm a Westminster resident, District 1. I'm going to repeat a lot of stuff that people already said, but I think it's still worth saying. And if it really was up to the community, Amy, a couple of you would be gone. So if we could take a vote tonight, if you really want to leave things up to the community, we can do that. We can take care of some things and get you guys out of here to actually get someone in here that's going to do something useful. So Charlie, your prayer and most of your prayers when you say them for invocation are to make good decisions for the city. It would actually be helpful if you had useful things on the agenda to make good decisions on. You got proclamations, you got resolutions, now finding out you got things that you're doing, outside of Westminster, bringing other people in from outside the city. The place from Riverside, and that's another thing about being respectful and decorum. She makes faces, you make faces. I have a right to say what I want to say. I know, and you're making your faces. There's a place from Riverside, the place that you gave a proclamation to. This one playing private videos, I guess hoping to get the police to do something for you because of your seat on the council. You chastised 2 residents in previous meetings about how you're their mayor. You're the mayor. You're not my mayor. You don't represent what I want based on how you vote and what you have on the agenda. So you're the mayor, but you're not everyone's mayor, so let's be clear about that. And stop chastising other people and then mocking a resident because she lost the election to you. How respectful is that for you as mayor to sit up here and do that? For someone to want to be involved and then you mock them because they lost to you. You shouldn't be doing that. So with all your, the grandstanding about the respect, decorum, you're so worried about swear words. What about this one calling residents losers and racist after he got sworn in? This one laughed at and agreed with a resident calling residents that don't agree with her commie pedos. Communist pedophiles. Do you agree that residents who don't agree with you are communist pedophiles, Amy? Because that's what someone said that online when we were commenting on one of your fetish gun videos. Oh, the haters are out, the commie ped, you're like, yep, great. Is that what you really think about residents? Because that's what you're portraying up here. You got your gun fetish, your flag fetish, your Bible fetish. You're doing nothing for the city. This is grandstanding. That's all you're doing. You've got your own agenda, and you really don't care about District 1, as far as I can see. You still haven't set up another meeting with me.
Mayor, that concludes our public comment.
Let me go and take the first side of this, and then I will open it for council comment. First of all, due respect, the Westminster's Community Foundation, they appreciate what they do. Okay, I have worked day and night, not only me but my wife. We never claim any credit for this. I just want to make sure that
Hầu hết những người Mỹ trắng bản xứ họ lên phát biểu cũng gần như Khải thôi. Họ đã chê trách cái đám hội đồng thành phố nghị viên này, kể cả Charlie là thị trưởng, là làm những chuyện rùi bu, không có thực tiễn, không có quan tâm đến ích lợi thành phố, không có trách nhiệm với thành phố, mà chỉ suốt ngày lo những cái chuyện rùi bu để mỹ dân, để kiếm phiếu thôi.
I need to let you know that before I approve for that, okay, this is presented to me.
Rồi bạn cũng nói là trong lúc mà người dân phát biểu thì tụi nó bỏ đi ra ngoài, tụi nó nhăn mặt nhăn mày, tụi nó thể hiện một cái thái độ rất là mọi rợ, là coi như là thiếu lễ độ, bất lịch sự. Mà thật sự là luật bắt tụi nó phải nghe một cách nghiêm túc, mà tụi nó không phải là vi phạm cái quy định.
What happened in the city of Westminster, we are not recognizing that. I don't think that's something that we actually did our vetting to make sure that it is indeed an organization that deserves to be recognized in our community. So with that, I just
Mấy người Mỹ người ta cũng nói là tụi bay còn bày đặt đi khen thưởng mấy người ở thành phố khác, ở Riverside rồi này kia, không có liên quan gì đến thành phố ấy. Mà bằng chứng là tụi nó phải mời những người ở xa về tham dự diễn hành Tết, chứ còn diễn hành Tết ở thành phố này tẩy chay tụi nó rồi.
Okay, it seems like no response to public comments. So next is we'd like to go into comment from the City Council agency members. This including AB 1, 2, 3, 4 report when required. I know that Vice Mayor Ho need to leave early, so in time for her to pick up person at the airport. So allow me to have her to go first. Vice Mayor Ho.
Nghị viên Kim Hồ nói là phải đi đón con ở phi trường, thì nó xin phải về sớm. Nó phát biểu trước.
Thank you staff for everything you've done. We had a really wonderful event, the tech parade, and today we were presented with the seed money, the return of our seed money, $25,000 plus $15,000. And that is an effort from everyone. And I know everybody, including the mayor, worked really hard, on making the event, the gala, a success. And it was a success, and I have to admit that. I know staff hover around all the way till the end, and I was there as well. And I know that the community contributed a lot of effort, a lot of their time, just to even come and be present and be supportive of the gala. I really enjoyed myself. But one sad thing is that I know I have a couple of members, or I know I appointed two, and one person resigned on that Monday. So I think that while it's important for us to thank those who, are still here, they're still part of the WCF, is it
Westminster Community
Westminster
Foundation.
Foundation. I think it's important that we talk to those who resign.
Đó là nghị viên Kim Hồ nói có một vài thành viên mà bà bổ nhiệm vào cái tổ chức mà tổ chức diễn hành Tết đó, thì đã từ chức, tức là đã bỏ, không có làm nữa. Thì như vậy là các bạn thấy là cái diễn hành Tết này là chính trong tổ chức họ cũng bỏ cuộc, họ cũng chán nản rồi, chứ chẳng có là.
I would appreciate you come forward and just let me know if you want to participate. And it's never too late.
Còn có 2 tuần nữa là diễn hành Tết mà bây giờ còn đi kêu gọi người tham gia vào cái tổ chức gọi là cái nhóm mà tổ chức diễn hành Tết.
So again, I think we have, the next meeting is going to be the 14th, correct? February 14th. So the first,
nếu vậy cái lần họp tới là có thể rớt vào ngày Valentine, ngày lễ hội tình yêu, là khoảng mùng 4 Tết, mùng 5 Tết, mùng 5 Tết.
I know people from the west side tend to feel intimidated because they don't know how to get around. And I think if we can reach out to our neighbors, our friends, and try to help them navigate or bringing along with you. So I know that I'm gonna be helping selling tickets for the grandstand. I think that's really good. And I'm so glad to hear that the price is so reasonable at $25 per person. I think that's very good. I like to see this year that the grandstand be filled with, especially the elderly who can't really, walk in among the crowd and fight the crowd to get to watch. So, and what else can I say? Okay, so if I may agendize something, is that okay if I speak to you here now? And I think what it is that I know that, we have 17 parks, and we have a lot of baseball players. We also have soccer players. I know we don't have any soccer fields, and I think that if possible, I'd like staff to see if we can look into at least dedicating some fields, one or just a couple of soccer fields, because I know that the adults want to get out there and play soccer. And I know soccer is very popular. It's becoming a very popular sport, even for Americans. Vietnamese people as well as Hispanic people love soccer. And I don't know if I'm not into the sport, but I do watch once in a while, popular games. And so it's very exciting to watch. And so I think it's probably something that we want to look into. I know that we have a lot of baseball diamonds, and so it might be a good time to kind of do some inventory and see what we can do to give the soccer sports a chance. So, thank you, and I hope to see you all at the Tech Festival, Tech Parade. Thank you.
Thanks, Vice Mayor Hall, and she mentioned one thing that I think that we should look into that too. February 14th is going to be our next meeting, so it's a Valentine's Day. Either we have a short agenda or maybe we can move it, I don't know.
So that particular item is a little bit complicated. We have youth soccer, and they're occupying our fields. The baseball diamonds are being occupied by leagues as well. But we also have a parks master plan that dictates a lot of this discussion. And so really it should go to the Parks and Recreation Commission first for that evaluation, as opposed to council. So I mean, we can start the process and have a conversation about it. But it's a little premature to bring something back to council at this point.
You don't have to bring it back on the 14th or at the next meeting. You can just, make sure that you prioritize it and, take whatever amount of time you need. And if you need to bring it to the Park and Rec, please go ahead, be my guest, but then, give us an update. Okay, that's all I want.
Yeah, sorry, I guess that we have enough, but we didn't do that. We have picked up a violation, so I think very well said. Thank you very much.
Thấy Charlie bây giờ xử với nghị viên Kim La Hồ, phó thị trưởng cũng rất là dễ thương, rất là thân thiện. Và có vẻ như là đối đầu với Amy Fan West.
Thank you for all your hard work from all the department head, from the fire department to city manager to public work, Jake, Vanessa with community. I mean, every one of you have put in all you got, and I cannot wait to see the end of 2024, what we have accomplished. So I just want to say thank you so much. And then congratulations, Chief, for the race. You deserve it completely, because you know how hard you work, and we all know that. And not only the council, the staff here, but the public recognize that as well. And thank you for always protecting our city, and always, making sure all your men are taken care of and doing what you need to get done. And hiring, is a hard situation that we are facing across the United States, but you're making it happen. And so thank you for that, because we do need good men and women to defend our city. So with that, thank you. Rightly so, starting this year, I mean, I know that we would have a challenge ahead of us with Sacramento pushing so many bills down. They already put 4 through public safety bills already in January. And since I am appointed by the president of California Cities to be on this board for public safety, to speak out, to defend our safety here in the city of Westminster, but up and down the state of California, our safety is very important because it ties with our law enforcement.
Đây là cái phần mà kết thúc, thì những thành viên hội đồng phố có quyền nói lời cổ ý để kết thúc phiên họp. Thì nghị viên phó thị trưởng Kimberly Hồ đã phải về sớm để đi đón con. Amy thì chỉ là nói để nói chung là cũng cảm ơn người này, cảm ơn người kia, và nói là Cali chuẩn bị sẽ thông qua một số luật, là bà cũng muốn vận động nói về một số cái dự luật, nhưng mà thật sự cái đó thì nó không có liên quan đến cái vai trò của nghị viên.
Not reasonable, because we have the supermajority of the other party, Democrat, running our city, so we cannot do that. So we have to have a win-win situation. With California League of City, we are trying to bridge that gap, so that way we can have some leeway to make sure criminals get the consequences that they need. And likewise, any businesses, any mothers in the city of Westminster or up and down the state of California would appreciate that our law enforcement can enforce law regarding criminals who are committing crimes that are hurting our families, our businesses, and our way of life. So with that, we have
bà
more
đang
of
vận
those that
động
we
cái
will be
luật nó
opposing.
sẽ
You
nghiêm,
know, with that
tức
in
là
mind,
nghiêm
I
khắc
just want
hơn
to remind
để
everyone
đối
to
phó
start
với
this
những
year
thành phần tội
correctly.
phạm. Nói chung là
I
giả định
value
những
our
cái
declaration
luật
of
mà
independence as well as our
không có trừng trị những người ăn
constitutional
cắp
rights,
mà
freedom of
dưới
speech,
1.000 đô
freedom of
la đó,
religion, freedom to
thì
bear
gọi là cái
arms,
đó là
and
chỉ
down
là
to
cái
the
ăn cắp vặt.
25th
Cảnh sát họ sẽ không có họ sẽ không có điều tra, họ
Constitution.
sẽ không có
But I just want to
làm
read
việc,
this to you guys,
lập
July
hồ sơ.
4th, 1776. I want you guys to remember this. This is what we hold to. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments, including us, or the state level, or the federal, are instituted among men, derive their just powers from the consent, we the people, the governed. And don't ever let the government tell you guys or mandate or force things on your businesses, your family, and your way of life. This is the power of we the people. So I want to remind you, it says that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. And that is your right as we the people of the United States and the people of California. So with that, I want to wish all of you guys a happy new year coming up. 2024 will be a good year, a year of fighting for what's right, what's true, and defending our freedom at all costs. And that's what we will continue to do in the city of Westminster in here and the United States of America. God bless you all. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Councilmember West. Next is Councilmember Manzo for District 2.
Thank you, Mayor. Let's keep it short. Thank you, everybody, for staying to the end. Sometimes it's not easy paying attention and staying here, but thank you. Thank you for all your comments. I hear you, so thank you for that.
Ông Carlos Manzo thì cảm ơn những người đã lên phát biểu. Và cảm ơn những nhân viên. Ông kêu gọi mọi người tham gia diễu hành Tết. Và ông cũng quảng cáo nói là năm nay có nhiều người tham dự hơn, tức là ông cũng quảng cáo cho cái diễu hành Tết. Thì nói chung là Khải thì không có chống đối về cái chuyện này. Cũng ông Carlos này thì ảnh là người gốc Latino Nam Mỹ, nhưng mà nói chung cũng khá khách quan, trung thực, cũng rất là trung dung, professional.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I want to congratulate our chief for for staying with us and for 10 years, right? In the next 10 years. And secondly, I would like to express my appreciation to the mayor. I just said, I don't speak for other people, but I know that in the background, without you, we're not going to have a successful fundraising with
Tức là Nam Quang đang bưng bô tung hô Charlie. Cảm ơn Charlie. Nam Quang nói là không nhờ Charlie thì không thể nào gây quỹ được. Đã kêu gọi được 10 cái bàn gây quỹ cho tổ chức diễu hành Tết. Nam Quang nói là rất là trân trọng Charlie, mặc dù có rất nhiều lời ông tiếng ve về Charlie. Nam Quang cũng cảm ơn nhân viên đã làm việc sốt sắng cực lực để mà tổ chức diễu hành Tết. Và Nam Quang nói là diễu hành Tết kỳ này sẽ là rất là thành công tốt đẹp.
Yeah, I want to thank for your comments, and I would like, on behalf of the WCF, I know that they appreciate that you also sponsor the VIP table. I know that.
Và Charlie cũng nói là cũng thay mặt cái nhóm tổ chức Westminster
First of all, thanks to city council members.
Foundation để mà nói là cảm ơn năm qua anh đã bảo trợ một bàn.
So that we can move the city forward. That's my goal. Whatever I can do, I will work for the sake of the city, for the betterment of the city. That's what my goal.
Charlie hứa hẹn nói là tôi làm cái gì cũng sẽ làm vì thành phố, và dùng cái từ mà Khải lặp lại từ các anh Michael và Ranger là for the betterment of the city, để mà cải thiện thành phố.
I can tell you much about the work, the effort that the staff put into it, because it's already there. You always see that. I have already seen that. They have worked really hard to get all the events.
Và Charlie nói là nhân viên thành phố làm việc rất là cực lực, không thể mà nói hết được những cái sự cố gắng khó khăn mà nhân viên đã phải thời gian công sức họ bỏ ra để tổ chức diễu hành Tết để làm việc cho thành phố. Và chuyện nó đương nhiên thôi, tại vì nhân viên của thành phố là chuyên nghiệp mà họ lãnh lương mấy trăm ngàn, mấy chục ngàn một năm, tức là lương tiêu chuẩn Mỹ 80-90 ngàn đô một năm, 100 mấy chục ngàn đô. Cô tổng quản trị là lãnh lương 300 mấy chục ngàn đô, kể cả cộng thêm bảo hiểm. Cho đến giờ này cái băng đảng của Charlie cũng rất là dốt, nhưng mà vẫn tiếp tục nói rằng là cư dân phát biểu ý kiến. Cái đó không phải là ý kiến, kính thưa quý vị. Khải đã nói rồi, ở Westminster, tức là cái cơ chế thị xã, thì cái người ra ứng cử chức nghị viên hội đồng thành phố, kể cả cái vai trò thị trưởng, là public servant, là công bộc của cư dân. Và quý vị được bỏ phiếu để mà ủy nhiệm cho quý vị thay mặt cư dân để mà họp, chứ không phải quý vị đánh chiếm được thiên hạ để làm bố đời, làm mẹ thiên hạ, để mà có quyền cai trị, có quyền điều hành thành phố. Không phải như vậy. Nếu mà họp hội đồng thành phố đa số thông qua thì có quyền thay cái người tổng quản trị, và cái người tổng quản trị có quyền mướn cảnh sát trưởng. Cái cơ chế nó là như vậy. Tổng quản trị lương 300-400 ngàn đô la một năm, trong khi quý vị lãnh lương có 800-900 đô la một tháng thôi. Thành ra quý vị chỉ là làm vì. Và cái mà Charlie gọi là opinion đó là anh rất là ngu. Anh phải hiểu cái đó là cái direction. Người dân đến trình bày ra lệnh cho mày, bảo mày, người dân muốn mày làm cái gì. Mày chễm chệ, mày là ông thị trưởng, rồi mày bỏ thời giờ ra để mày nghe người dân đến mà bày tỏ ý kiến. Không có cái nguyện vọng ý kiến ở đây.